Let me do the intro and then I'll pick you back up, okay? Hi guys, it's me and welcome back to my channel. Today is another part of Vlogmas, technically. In my last video, I got a lot of comments saying you were excited to find out the story of the kittens. This guy right here. As of tomorrow, he will be 6 months old. Can you believe that? 6 months old. And he is a mama's boy. For sure. His story didn't start out so nice as it is now. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about where these kittens came from and why suddenly I have them. I'm gonna play you some clips. They're not the best quality clips, I'm gonna be honest, because it was just kind of more of a take this and send it to so-and-so to explain the situation. Back in, oh, are you helping? We're gonna be a cameraman? Okay, hold on. End of July, we had to go out of state for a funeral, and it was very sad, very upsetting, as these things tend to be. When we came home, however, it was like the first couple weeks in August, we saw on our porch that there was a cat out there. This is not a strange predicament to be in. There is a lot of stray cats in the community that I live in. Like a couple of summers ago, we had a litter of cats that lived on our porch until they got big enough, and then they dispersed. So it's not unusual for us to have this happen, but there was a mama cat and 3 little kittens. There was a gray one, a black one, and an all white one. Since this has happened to us before, you know, we left some food out for them, but we noticed that the mama cat looked very skinny, like scarily skinny. And we were very concerned about this because she has 3 kittens. What happens if something happens to her? So we started putting cans of food out there for her. You know, she started to get to know us a little bit. She was still really scared. So she wouldn't like come near the door or anything like that. And her kittens were still really little, so they weren't that interested in coming up to the door either. But as the kittens got bigger, they started getting a little braver. We decided, you know, we need to help this mama cat. She can't do it on her own, so we're gonna help her out. The kittens were old enough to start eating food. Hi. Start eating food on their own. We put the food just inside the door. It was like raining a lot and stuff, so we were like, okay, we'll just put it right here. And we put our other cat away so they could come in, get dry, get food, get water, and then go back out. At this point, they were still little fluff balls. They weren't very big. Started doing this on a regular basis every night, just letting them come in, do the thing. The mama cat started coming in and getting a little bit to eat, and then she would go back out. But then it started storming a lot more, and we started worrying about their safety. And then Kitten was coming home from work one night and saw a group of teenagers throwing rocks at the cats. And not just the cats as a vague term, but specifically this mama cat and her babies. For no reason. Obviously, cats are, there's no reason to throw rocks at cats. Please don't. Please don't throw rocks at cats. So we decided that night that we needed to step in and fully take on these cats. Because who knows what's gonna happen if the mom starves, if they get killed by teenagers, so on and so forth. That night, we did our little food routine, but we brought it further in to the apartment. The babies at this point had gotten very brave and would come and go on their own. They came in and they were good. The mama cat was still very cautious, is the word I'm going to use. So it took us a little bit longer to get her into the apartment. What I ended up doing is once we got the kittens inside, we put them inside of a cat carrier and put them in here, and they were kind of, you know, like kittens do, they were yelling for their mom. So she ended up coming in for them. So we brought her inside. Merlin, get out of that tree right now. So we ended up bringing him inside, which was very stressful. That first night I was like, what have we done? We have all these cats now. So we had Mama Cat and her 3 kittens in our bathroom. Away from Nuka. This is Nuka, in case you didn't know who I was referencing. She's my first cat. She is 9 years old, and she doesn't know what to do about these kids. But we love her. She's the best. Yes. Thank you. We kept her away from them. We had them in the bathroom, and we were like, okay, we have all these cats now. We reached out to our friends and we were like, do you want a kitten? Do you want a kitten? Do you want a kitten? You know, reaching out. So the first thing I did is I scheduled an appointment with my vet to get them looked at. We found out that the babies were only a couple months old. So we found out their birthday, July, because of how old they were. So they were only a couple months old, but they were old enough to start getting their shots. So we took the kittens and we got their shots done. And at this point in time, I hadn't planned on keeping any of them. I said, I'm gonna find homes for them, all of them, on my own. And then as we kept them and as we took them to the vet and everything like that, it kind of turned into, you know what? Maybe I'll keep one of them. Maybe I'll just have one. And I was going back and forth between the gray one, which we named Toulouse after Aristocats, or even the white one, who we named Spooky because she is crazy and she disappears in the furniture. And she was a little white fluff ball. So that's where her name came from. I didn't think that I would keep the black one. I thought that my friend wanted the black one, but things have changed. The first night we brought him in, the black kitten, which is Merlin, was the first one I got to hold. And he was the first one to do everything. He was brave boy. And then my other friend said, you know what, I'll take one. I'll take the gray one. And I was like, okay, cool. So I got a home for you. And then my roommate decided that he wanted the white one. So Spooky, when we got her, she was all white. She had like a little bit of black around her eyes, but we weren't sure if that was just like, because she was not getting enough nutrition or what. But now, let me show you what she looks like. So this is Spooky. She was that little white kitten in those videos, and now she looks like this. I had to look up her coloring because even I was like, is she Siamese? What is she? So she is what's called a snowshoe, because all of her paws are white, her back is brown, her belly is white, and she has a white chest. His face. We have the white one, but I couldn't find a home for the mama cat. I ended up calling her Enola because she was alone. If you know your Sherlock Holmes references, you'll understand that. I asked coworkers, I've asked friends, I asked anybody I could think to ask if they wanted this cat, and everyone said no. Everyone said, I can't handle a cat right now. Time and time again, turn down. I got her all of her shots. She hadn't gotten fixed yet, but I had all her shots. And so I ended up reaching out to a rescue who did take her and got her fixed, and she went up for adoption. Hopefully she's found a home by now. I'm not sure. But that was after Toulouse went to his new family, which was Nick and Taylor. You guys have seen them on my vlogs before. If you haven't, I will put links below to those videos or up in the corner. He has grown a lot since then. He is now like the same size as Merlin. Merlin's name is the most complicated because he's mine, of course. So his name is Merlin Neil Reese. Merlin after Merlin Sheldrake, who is a biologist. Neil after Neil Gaiman, who wrote Sandman and Coraline and all those other good books. And Reese after Reese Darby, who's a comedian. I thought it was the perfect name for him. So we just call him Merlin or Mer. Yeah, so they're about 6 months old now, and it has been a whirlwind watching them grow from these little tiny kittens up into these monsters. I've never raised a kitten from so young before. It's been fantastic. It sounds bizarre, but I feel like having the kittens and like watching them grow and being needed by them, like Merlin needs me, you know, has helped me a lot. This is Merlin, and he's 4 months old. The reason I've been struggling so much to post to this channel is because I have depression, like everyone else seems to have these days, but I feel like Merlin, with Nuka, who helps with my anxiety, I think Merlin's helped with my depression. This little guy, well, not so little anymore. I feel like he's helped me a lot with my depression because he gives me something to look forward to every day. But yeah, he is a big boy, and he is a snuggle bug.
Oh my god, you can touch the wood. Wow, wood. They grew really fast. I planted them right after you got on there, and they're almost done.
Yeah.
Cool wood.
Yeah, some boy. Both the kittens were rescued from outside to become big old street cats to snuggly, lovable house cats. Merlin has been fixed. He's had all his shots. And I'm hoping that once I get a little bit more of the right equipment, that he can be an adventure cat. I've been harness training him since he was a baby. Good boy. He outgrew the harness I bought for him when he was little, so I need to get him a new one, maybe for Christmas. Maybe for Christmas I will get him a new harness. I also want to get him a backpack so he can come with me everywhere. So that's the story of my kittens. And I'm gonna put in all sorts of pictures and footage and everything. Merlin has his own Instagram. So if you want to go follow him, I'll put the link down below for his Instagram because he's a social media guru. I hope you enjoy this footage of all of the kittens and Toulouse at Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys in the next one. Give us a like, a comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. He really wants to be in the Christmas tree.